Hi everyone, my name is Shauna in case you don't know, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Love, Victor Season 2, spoilers ahead, and these comments that I'm going to make may be controversial, but they are my opinions on the show. So to start off with, we all know that Love, Victor has great representation for the LGBTQ+ community, but I feel like Season 2 took it a step up because there's great representation of divorced families and the effects on kids and how kids feel with it, and there's also great representation of bipolar disorder and seeking treatment for that. However, that being said, sometimes I found these real life issues to become very triggering and overwhelming, specifically with the mental health side of things. I think it's a great show, I really do, and I think it does a lot of great things, but sometimes it can be a little too much for me. But that's just me, and other people totally could be able to handle it. My next thought is that this show has some really awkward scenes throughout the whole series. However, that makes it more realistic because the show, even though I guess it has some people cast who are like older than actual teenagers, I think they definitely do have most of the cast older than actual teenagers, but it felt like very genuine to like an actual high school experience. Now, I didn't have a normal high school experience, but from the scenes that I'm seeing, they are reminiscent of when I was in a normal high school for the year and a half that I did normal high school, because I transferred to a couple schools that weren't exactly normal after that. I like that it's genuine, but it also makes it awkward. It's a little uncomfy in times, but it just feels like real high schoolers, you know? My major issue with Season 2 that made me really pissed off is what happened between Lake, Felix, and Pilar. Lake was just trying to help Felix, and I am really frustrated that they broke up. They were so cute together, and she was just trying to be helpful. She really was, and I have had situations where I've tried to help friends and it hasn't gone well, and granted I wasn't dating these people, but like I can see where Lake was coming from and I can feel Lake's pain because I've been in similar situations, and so I'm like really mad at Felix, but he's one of my favorite characters, so I'm like starting to hate him now, and Lake is more of my favorite character now because I'm so mad at Felix from all of that, and I really hope that Felix and Lake get back together in Season 2. And to bring Pilar into the picture, I really hated that situation because to me it felt like Pilar took advantage of Felix's struggles with his mom and struggles with Lake. Felix was like very vulnerable, and Pilar took advantage of that to get together with her crush. Again, I'm talking from experience here. I hate when people do that. I honestly do, and I hate Felix and Pilar's whole relationship. I wish it would never happen, and it's also going to make things really awkward for Victor, and I don't want Felix and Victor's close friendship to be ruined because Felix is dating Pilar. And I hope that they fix this mess in Season 2 because it is a mess. It truly is. Next up, I was reading what people were saying on Twitter, and people are thinking that Lucy and Lake are going to be a couple in the next season. I think that Lucy is definitely queer. She could be bi or she could be lesbian, but I'm leaning towards more she's probably bi or pan. I do think she has some chemistry with Lake. I do think that they could have like a fling, but I don't think that Lake and Lucy are endgame. Like, they aren't truly perfect for each other in the long run, and I hope that Lucy and Lake like don't stay together for a really long time if it does happen. I think it would be cute for a little bit, but not for the whole long run of the show. We are seeing so much representation in the show, but one of the things that I'd really appreciate is if we had some asexual or demisexual or a romantic or demi-romantic representation in the next season. We really lack ace and demi rep, and it would be really nice to have a show with that, and I feel like Love, Victor is the perfect show to introduce that rep. So going back to Lake, I love that she got some really vulnerable scenes in Season 2, and I love that she opened up so much to Felix. I thought it was beautiful and really well done, and Lake is really growing as a character, and I just love her so much. She's so amazing, and if she were real, I would totally be best friends with her because she is amazing. Another relationship that I am frustrated about is Mia's relationship with that college kid. I'm glad it didn't last in the long run, but I was like, this isn't okay. You're having a adult with a high schooler. Like, that is not good at all, and I'm glad that they ended that, although I wish they would have talked about how that is bad because that would lead to grooming. So this season there was introduced a lot of love triangles, and I got a little sick of it because there's 3 different love triangles. We have Felix, Pilar, Lake, and we have Victor, Raheem, and Benji, and then we also have Victor's parents and the girl that Victor's dad like sort of starts dating. So that was a little overkill with love triangles. I don't mind a love triangle here and there, but that was a little overkill. Also, unpopular opinion, I really like Victor and Raheem as opposed to Victor and Benji. Victor and Benji never had too much chemistry for me. It really felt more like lust than actual chemistry, and yeah, I just wasn't here for that. And I think Raheem is perfect for Victor, and they have chemistry together, and Raheem is like really sweet and I love him. But I feel like Benji is going to happen because people on Twitter are really wanting Benji, and because Felix went with the new person in his love triangle, so I feel like Victor's gonna go back to the old person in his love triangle, if that makes any sense. Two more things to mention before I wrap up this video. The next one is that I hope that Simon and Victor's friendship doesn't end in the next season. I know that they probably won't go into like Simon's feelings because he's more of like a side character in this as opposed to Love Simon where he's the main character, but if they just end their friendship like that and the way that they did it in the show, and like Simon isn't there anymore, Simon could like feel like he got used by Victor to just be like support for Victor and not have any other intention for it. And like, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about it because like it could feel rewarding to Simon, but at the same time it could feel like Simon was being used, and I don't know what Simon would like feel in this situation. So I hope that Simon is in the next season and that their friendship doesn't just like crash and burn and disappear randomly. Also, Simon looked so weird in season 2, and I understand why. It's probably just like the actor's quarantine haircut and whatever, but when Simon first appeared on the screen I was like, who is that? It was so weird. And the final thing I have to say with this video, which is possibly the most controversial, is I hope that there isn't too many more seasons with Love Victor. I feel like it will become repetitive really quickly if we get too many more seasons. I think maybe season 3 and season 4 and then maybe just end there. The thing is, like, I love these characters and I do want to spend more time with them, but I don't want it to become a repetitive show that gets really boring. And we're already seeing repetition with the love triangles, so they really got to develop unique storylines so we don't get more repetition, if that makes any sense. So that was my thoughts on season 2 of Love Victor. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you haven't already. The links to my other social medias will be down in the description below, so feel free to go check them out. I upload videos 3 times a week, so I will see you tomorrow for a new video. Goodbye!